What up, my Wookiees? What's poppin', my porgs? Where my wampas at? Make some noise. The wampas are scary. Hi! It's Thursday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you for the 5,000th time today for this Star Wars themed special edition of Booji Trivia. I'm your host from Hoth, the Tauntaun of Trivia, Booji Wan Kenobi, Scott Rogowski, bringing you a brand new quiz live, direct from Quiz Daddies in Santa Monica, California, my vintage clothing store at Quiz Daddies. To you, wherever you are, maybe in Tatooine or Endor or Dagobah or Hoboken. We got some shout outs tonight. Tamster, yo, good to see you. Mr. Kyle Sherwin, I think it's Sherwin. Farad, my man, who's tweeting every night. I love it. Look, there's no chat in Bougie. We're still building the chat, but you can tweet me if you want to shout out. We got one more game after this. Before we get started, I need to thank tonight's sponsor, a different one. iRockers within the last few games. Tonight's sponsor, Mob Armor. Yes, for giving us 3 Mobnetic Max Flex magnetic mount and wireless charging kits. That sounds like something out of the Star Wars universe. But these iPhone and Android compatible chargers are the handy accessory to keep your juice flowing when you're on the go in your X-Wing. They're actually pretty sweet. They're like super rugged mounts for your phone, in your car, wireless charging, magnetic, so you don't need any cords. And they actually have a whole gym line, so you can bring it to the gym. You can watch your tutorials on the bench press. Check them out. Some of you guys are going to win these prizes. To win one, all you need to do is answer 8 of my questions and be among the top 3 quickest to do so. Yes, it's all about speed with Bougie. If you miss a question and want to stay in the game, you can jump back in with a second chance. You got that? And all of you guys are going to be winners because get this, Mob Armor is hooking you up for playing tonight's game with a very special half-off promotion. What? Half off the entire site. If you don't win one for free, you can get one half off through tomorrow night. A 24-hour flash sale just for you guys. The code to use is MOB, MOB. That's Mob Armor to get your wireless chargers and all the accessories for your car, gym, whatever. That's pretty sweet. That's just for you. Yeah. All 95 of you in the game tonight. How about that on this Thursday night? Are you guys ready to ship this thing into hyperdrive? Star Wars trivia. I've got my Star Wars t-shirt on. No, bit of a troll. I don't have any Star Wars shirts in the shop. Just this Star Trek one, which is pretty sweet though. See the back of it? It's got all of those guys on there. I don't know anything about Star Trek. But I do know it's time to separate the Padawan from the Jedi Masters as we get down to the nitty-gritty. And we get this show on the road. Here we go with Numero Uno. Our journey starts a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We're talking about 1977. A New Hope was released in theaters in 77, and it was our first time meeting Luke, Leia, Han, and the gang. It's also our first time with that crazy old wizard, Obi-Wan Kenobi. But that's not how he introduces himself. For Q1, what name does Obi-Wan Kenobi go by in A New Hope? Ben, Bart, or Buscemi? Had to shout out my dog in this one. He's so patient, been sitting here during all the shows. Buscemi's my little pup. And definitely not the answer. While Obi-Wan Kenobi might be one of the coolest names Star Wars has ever offered up, he ditched it for an alias in his later years. In the original trilogy, Obi-Wan is known simply as Ben. And if you don't know, well, now you Kenobi. If you don't know, now you Kenobi. Look, this is a Star Wars trivia show, okay? I'm hoping most of you are familiar with Star Wars. 3 of you got it wrong. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good run if you don't know the Star Wars. These might be a little tougher than the standard, right? Despite only knowing Ben coming for a handful of hours, Han Solo ends up naming his only son after him in the sequel trilogy. Did you see those movies? I haven't. Speaking of Han, we're hopping in the Falcon for Q2. When Luke and Obi-Wan meet Han Solo, he makes some outrageous claims about how good his ship is. For Q2, what famous route does Han Solo claim the Millennium Falcon can complete in under 12 parsecs? The Kessel Run, the Antelope Run, or the Cannonball Run? Run, 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 run. Now, this is a 20-parsec route used by smugglers to move cargo without getting caught by the Imperial ships guarding the valuable mines. But old Solo doesn't play by the rules, and he claimed that his Falcon can make the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. The old Kessel Run. 7 of you falling off the cliff on that one. 50 of you completing the run. Parsecs are not actually a unit of time, but a unit of distance. This line was originally thought to be an error, but the standalone movie Solo, another one I didn't see, shows how the Kessel Run went down. We're going to run, right past the Burt Reynolds movie, right past the fish song, into the next question. The Death Star is a very aptly named space station. In A New Hope, we get to see exactly how much death this star can do when it's used for the first time to explode the home planet of one Princess Leia. For Q3, what is the name of the planet that gets destroyed by the Death Star? Is it Naboo, Dantooine, or Alderaan? That Death Star always blowing things up. Princess Leia played the ultimate game of F around and find out when she decided not to spill any information on where the rebels were hiding. And what did she get for her loyalty to the Alliance? Front row seats to the kabooming of her home planet, Alderaan. A little trickier there. 16 getting that one wrong. Blown up by the Death Star. Well, the Death Star is great at blowing things up. It's also even better at getting blown up, sporting an overall record of 1 and 2 in that department. It looks like 54 of you are 3 for 3 on tonight's show as we head to Q4. That second chance is available. While the introduction of the Ewoks in Return of the Jedi was met with cynicism among the hardcore fans who accused George Lucas of trying to sell toys to kids, there's no denying those little stinkers are cute as heck. But they're also merciless when it comes to defending against intruders, and they would have surely killed and likely eaten our heroes, if not for one member of the gang. For Q4, the Ewoks end up worshipping which character as a god? Luke, R2-D2, or C-3PO? A god, folks. These cutie-wooty little cuddly teddy bears were so darn adorable, but they were also quite literally ready to burn the main cast alive over a campfire until they got a quick glimpse of the glowing, divinely gold armor plating of C-3PO. 3PO for the win. 4 of you getting that one wrong. A lot of you saw Return of the Jedi. By the way, in theaters now. How appropriate. Maybe I'll go see that tonight on the big screen. 51 still in it to win it, using your divine influence and moving on to the next question. But 4 of you, I guess it's against your programming to impersonate a deity. Quoting the movie. In the big space battle at the end of Return of the Jedi, the Rebel fleet takes on the second Death Star, facing almost no opposing force. But it doesn't take them long before they realize it's a trap! For Q5, which character famously exclaimed, "It's a trap!" during the climactic battle in Return of the Jedi? Mon Mothma, Salacious Crumb, or Admiral Akbar? If you don't know this from the movie, maybe you know it from the memes. This is a very memeable phrase in Star Wars canon. Star Wars is chock full of memorable characters, but it's arguable that not a single character cemented their legacy more efficiently than this one. All it took was one line for the world to remember the legendary name of Admiral Akbar. And yes, it seems like all of you remembered that one. Just about all of you. We lost 1 there. 50 moving on. You love that fish man, Akbar, who winds up surviving the very trap he warned everybody about. But the head honchos at Disney hit us below the belt. They scaled Akbar. They killed him off screen in the sequel trilogy. It's a shame, is what that is. Okay, it's safe to say that the planet of Hoth isn't winning any tourism awards. It's a desolate, snowy wasteland filled with monsters, and yet the rebels and the Empire can't seem to stop fighting battles there. For Q6, what was the name of Luke Skywalker's ill-fated co-pilot during the Battle of Hoth? Biggs, Dak, or Wedge? This was like a Top Gun moment in Star Wars, right? In many ways, this young firecracker of a rebel pilot is a lot like Luke. He was an idealistic young go-getter who was ready to serve up a can of whoop-ass to the Empire. Unfortunately, he dies just seconds into his first on-screen appearance. That guy was Dak. Ooh, ouchie wowie, savage question here. knocking out half the game. 25 down, 25 still standing. And as Cowboys fans know, there's something about guys named Dak not stepping up when the pressure is on. Yes, throwing in some sports references because tomorrow night is sports trivia here on Booji, our final night of Booji Beta Week. But right now we're moving on to Q7, the penultimate question. Hey, speaking of spaceship battles, the end sequence of A New Hope sees Luke pilot an X-Wing en route to take out the first Death Star. 4. Q7. What was Luke Skywalker's call sign during the Battle of Yavin? Red 5, Red Leader, or Gold 2? Thought I was going to ask you what the battle was called, huh? No, these get trickier as the questions progress. The Battle of Yavin was iconic if you like close-up shots of minor characters exploding in their space fighters. The battle saw the untimely end of Luke's pal Biggs and the beloved fan favorite Porkins, who was Red 6. Luke outranked him by 1, or at least I think that's how it works. I got Red 5 on it. Luke was Red 5. Ooh. We got some real nerds left in this one tonight. Some real diehards left on Star Wars Trivia Night. Let's go. 4 getting blown up, shot out of the sky, but 22 moving on. You know, being that he's Luke Skywalker, he was eventually promoted to Red Leader. Now let's see who we'll be promoting to winner of tonight's game as we enter hyperspace for the final question. 22 left standing. Only 3 of those Mobnetic charger mounts to give away. So 3 to 22, you got to be the quickest to answer the final question. If Han Solo is the biggest grifter in the universe, imagine what kind of person could grift him. That would be Lando Calrissian, who gambled his way into being the Baron Administrator of a lucrative mining colony on Cloud City. For Q8, Cloud City specialized in mining what resource? Tabana, Carbonite, or Morkite? Oh my goodness. It all boils down to this. 8 questions asked, 22 left standing. As we get to the answer, while Lando does find his conscience later on in the films, his initial betrayal of Han Solo and the gang shows what he's capable of. A card game won him the mining facility on Cloud City, which exports a rare gas named Tabana and Uchiwana. We got 13 correct answers, but as we know, quickest to answer is going to decide our winners because more than 3 of you answered. We have 3 prizes available. Our tiebreaker gives us Stephanie 13, Best Ken Never, and Slapdash 26 as our winners. You got the times there on the questions. Congratulations, Stephanie 13, by the way, winning for a second time this week. Our first repeat winner on Booji. Congratulations, Best Ken Ever, Slapdash 26. You are truly the ultimate dorks. No, you clearly know the most about Star Wars. Congratulations. You knew more than I did about this stuff. Oh my goodness, what an exciting show that was. 3 of you getting all the way to the end. Remember, if you didn't win it, you could get half off those Mob Armor products, the Flex Mount, everything on the website, half off till tomorrow. But this is now the end of the show. The end of another Bad and Bougie Trivia Night. Let the Ewok dance party begin. Big thanks to everyone for joining. Thanks to Tyler Schmall for crafting the questions. Trusty Rusty Weiner for that lobby graphic. And once again, Mob Armor for the Flex Mount magnetic charging kits. Check out that website, guys. You do not want to miss the half-off sale. That's just for you, okay? That's why you play Bougie, for the exclusive deals. 50% off now through tomorrow night. And don't forget to subscribe to the Bougie feed here so you stay up to date on what's going on. We get the notifications. There's one final show in this inaugural Bougie week. Can you believe it? NBA, NHL playoffs are on, so I'm quizzing you on sports trivia, guys. Sports championships. Study up on your sports. Please keep telling your friends, sharing the download link. We are growing this thing slowly and steadily from the ground up, just like that other trivia app I used to host. Wink, wink. And unlike that other app, Bougie allows you to host games too. Yes, you can apply to be a channel host just like me. It's so easy, guys. There's nobody here but me. I'm alone in my store. Look, I can take the phone off the thing. I'm going to do this. And this never happened in HQ. Whoa! I'm alone in my store. I got my ring light there. You can't see what I'm seeing because, you can't see the app that I'm looking at. I have a teleprompter. I got a monitor. I have a little USB clicker. I can advance the questions. You don't need anybody but yourself and good Wi-Fi to host on Booji. So why not give it a shot, guys? If you know any brands you want to work with, if you know any creators, influencers, tell them about it. It could be fun. I'll be playing your game one of these days. Until that fateful day, I am Scott Rogowski, signing off, going topsy-turvy, saying, Luke, I am your quiz father. Good night!